Welcome guys, this is Abhishek and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to see how to make a simple Java mini project called India Tour and Travel. Let me give you a brief about the project. The data structure used is graph and algorithms used are Dijkstra's algorithm and traveling salesperson algorithm. So what's going on in this project? As we are a tour and travel agent, we will give our customer a list of cities and we'll ask them if they want to travel between cities or they want a full tour package. Then the user will choose their desired option and we will display the result for that. As we are using a graph, we need a matrix to store the values. So this is the distance matrix which we are using. To get this data, you can watch my other video that is on distance matrix API. You can check the I button for that, and also I will put the link in the description. This is the graph in which the vertices are the cities and the edges are the distances between the cities. In Dijkstra's algorithm, we will do some changes in the graph. So this is our raw data. We will make the non-connected edges as 5 nines, and also we will change the some values of the graph for our project's sake. So this is going to be our updated graph. I have made some changes as the value of the edge 410 is greater than 49 plus 910. So that our algorithm will calculate for 49 plus 910 instead of going directly from 4 to 10. Similarly, we have made 41 greater than 43 plus 31 and 16 greater than 12 plus 26 and 17 greater than 16 plus 67. Also in our distance matrix raw data, the distance were given in millimeter. I have converted that millimeter into kilometers. For traveling salesperson algorithm, we are going to use the raw data only. Just the unit is going to be in kilometers. Both the matrices are in the text format saved in our file of the program. So let's see how the program works. So this is the project Tours and Travel. Let me show you the overview of this project. We are having 3 classes: Tours and Travel, Find Distance and Travel. The Tour and Travel class is having the main function. So let us see how this works. Welcome to XYZ Tour and Travel. We have following list of cities. These are the list of cities and we are having 2 options. Travel from one place to another. The second one is get a full tour planned with minimum traveling. So let us check the first option. So you have opted for traveling from one place to another. Please enter the source. Let it be Bangalore. Do you have any intermediate points? If yes, then give the count of intermediate points. That let's give it 2. Then what is the first intermediate point? Let it be 3. The second one is Delhi. And enter the destination, Chennai. So this is the distance calculated. Bangalore to Goa is this much distance, Goa to Delhi is this much distance, and Delhi to Chennai is 2509 kilometers. So how we are going to make this project, we will discuss in the video. So now let us check for the second option. Please enter the number of cities you want to visit. Let it be 3. Please enter the first city, Goa. Second, Delhi. Third, Jaipur. Okay. So the min cost tour is this much kilometer you have to travel if you want to visit to each and every city and return back. So from Goa we have to move to Delhi, then Jaipur, then again Goa. So this is the minimum distance we have to travel if we want to visit each and every city and return back to the city from where we started. That will be 3. Then it will say please enter it will say that it's an invalid choice. Please enter a valid option, and then again the program will run. So we will see how this program works. The code of this program is on my GitHub. We will start by making a class Tour and Travel. We will first make a string array which will store the list of cities. I have left 0th index as blank. So this is the list of places and this is going to be our string cities. Now we are going to make a variable called n, which is going to store the length of the city array. So first method is going to be print menu method. This will this will print the number of in each and every city using a for loop. Let's check the code. Everything is working fine. Then we will write the method prepare file. This method will read the cost matrix from text file and will make a 2D float matrix named as cost. We will use the file reader class for this. This is going to throw file not found or IO exception. In the file name field, we are going to paste the address of the cost matrix. Then we will use a string builder to store the text file of the string in the string format. Let's typecast it into character. Now we will use string tokenizer to separate the number of string and parse it into float. We are going to initialize this cost matrix in our main method. So we are going to use two for loops to parse this data which is in our string builder and store it in our cost matrix. After that, we will run the program and print to see if everything is running fine or not. So yes, everything is working fine, and now we got our cost matrix in the form of float. Now we have the data. We will continue with our main method. We will initialize the cost matrix and we'll call the prepare file method. Then we will print the welcome line and we'll call the print menu function. After that, we are going to give the user two options. The first one is travel from one city to another, and the second one is get a tour package with minimum traveling. Then we will store the input in a variable called choice. We will then check if choice equals to 1. Then we will run discharge algorithm in that. If choice equals to 2, then we will go for traveling salesperson algorithm. Else we will ask to give a valid input and we'll run the program again. So now first if choice equals to 0, we will ask for the source and we'll store it in a variable called stores. Then we will ask for the intermediate stops. If yes, then the number of intermediate stops, and if no, then it is going to be 0. Then we are going to initialize a variable called intermediate. If the intermediate stops is 0, then the size of the intermediate array is going to be 1, else it is going to be number of stops plus 1, in which the last index is going to store the destination. Now we will check once by running the program. So now for choice equals to 2, we will call the print menu function, and now we are going to ask the number of cities the user want to visit. Then we are going to store this number of cities in a variable called no. We are going to initialize the intermediate array locally in the if choice equals to 1. Now we are going to initialize a array tour cities with the size number. Now we are going to ask for the places which the user wants to visit, and we'll store it in the tour cities method, tour cities array. So now let's run the code and check if everything is working fine. So for giving the option 2 and choosing the number of cities is equal to 3, So the first city is 1, second is 2, and third is 3. So yes, our method is printing the correct number of cities. So now let's move further in the code. We will make a new class called findDistance. Then we will copy this piece of code from my GitHub. I will put the link in the description, and also if you don't know what Dijkstra's algorithm is, then first go and watch this video. We will then paste the code in our findDistance class. Then we will change the name according to the names of our class to make the program error free. After that, we will delete the main method and we will write our own methods. Then we will change the data type from int to float, and we will make some public declared variables like nodes, which is going to store the length of the city, and dest, which will store the destination. Also the string array names, which will store the name of the city. We will make the method find, in which we will ask for source and destination. We will then initialize the nodes dest and distance variable. After that, we will call the compute method. In the compute method, we'll make minimum as float, and in the for loop we will remove equal sign. We will initialize minimum as 5 nines. Then we will run a for loop and check if I equals dest. Then if so, then we will print the result. Now in the main method of our tour and travel class, inside a for loop which will run for the size of intermediate arrays, we will call the find method function with source and the destination as intermediate arrays ith index. And before the end of every iteration, we will make source as current destination. Now let's run the code. So we can see that we are getting the correct result. So this part of code is running properly. Now let's move further. Now time for our second option, if choice equals 2. For this we will take another distance matrix, which was the initial matrix without any infinite edges. We will paste it in our project. Now we will copy the address and will paste it in the prepare file method. There we will make some changes. First address for first choice and second address for second choice, and update the prepare file method with parameter choice. Now let's check by printing the matrix. Also for this error, there should be one single space between each and every two numbers. And also two more small changes. Let's run the code again, and yes, we are getting the correct result. Now we will make a class called travel and paste a small piece of code to the class. Link of this code is also in the description, and the video in which I have explained is in the I button. Please watch that video before proceeding. Back to our tour and travel classes, we will make a method called modify matrix. This method will make a new matrix consisting of only those cities which the user has chosen. If you have watched my explanation video of traveling salesperson, then you must have guessed why I have used different metrics for this part of the program. And to know how I got the metrics, please go and watch my other video, that is of distance matrix API. Now moving further in our modify matrix method, we will ask for the tour city array. We will then make a answer matrix of the dimension as size of tour city. Then we will put every element of the tour city in a hash set, and then we will run a nested for loop. In the first for loop, we will check if the ith index is in the hash set. If yes, then in the next for loop we will check if the jth element is in the hash set or not. If so, then we will put the element in the answer array. After that, we will return the answer array. We will check the code by printing the new matrix. Before that, we will make the code error free by making changes in the travel method. Now we will make a method called new matrix. In this method, we will make a new string array and will put the selected cities in sorted order. We will now check by printing the new array also. So we can see that we are having our sorted list of city now. Let's move further in the program. Coming to our travel class, we will start by making the integers as float and increasing the value of infinity. We will start by making a method called find, which will ask for a matrix C and integer n. N is the size of C. Then we will paste the code of the main method in our find method and also will make a few changes. After we have copied everything, then we will remove the main method. Then in our tour and travel class, we will call the find method in the travel class. Now let's run the code. So now we are getting the city numbers. To get the name of the cities, we just have to change one thing. So this was the full program. Now let's run the code. So this gave us the proper result. Now we came to the end of our program. I will upload the link of the code within a month of uploading the video, as I have to add some comments to the program to make the program readable. So this was it. Hope you like the video. Please do share and subscribe for more such stuff. Goodbye.